Too strong on the three ball. Another rebound for Charleston. Gavin some trouble with the bounce. Gets it up ahead, laid it in, count it. And the harm, Austin Roy. Patterson tries again from three, and again Kiana Patterson knocks it down. 9 straight for Patterson, and it's a three-point game. She's got 12. Chance for the first lead for St. Francis since the opening quarter. Three-pointer on the way from Swagger, and that's good. It's loose, ripped away. Reyes comes away with it. His shot no good. Charleston gets it back, flings it up, and gets it to go. Out-muscled. That's what Cromwell did there. And they lead by 8, their largest lead of the afternoon. Outside, Kroll driving along the baseline, blocked by Gardner, stays with the red flash. Three-pointer too strong by Swagger, saved, kept alive, and then turned over. Zeza tried to force it in. Patterson trying to go all the way, goes behind the back, settles and finishes. Forker turns it over. Ikamatsu away with the steal. Tries to go coast to coast, flings it up, doesn't get it to go. Forker the rebound. Now Central looking to push. Numbers the other way. Patterson on the left. Open for three. Pulls the trigger. Knocks it down, and we're tied. Budzik, a tough shot. Got it. A bit of a scowl on his face as he goes back the other way. 6-point lead for Robert Morris. And the Colonials have picked it up defensively once again.
Yeah, 4 steals, and now have caused Central to turn the ball over 10 times. Back in this second quarter, they've really been stifling on defense once again. A couple times we've seen the Blue Devils not even able to get a shot off. They haven't really been able to get the ball towards the arc before they turn the ball over. Robert Morris has picked it up, as you mentioned, Sam, in this second half, the first few minutes here.
Central, though, good job to get back into the game after trailing by 12 early. Andy Leiden on the bench with 2 fouls, so is Morgan Johnson for the Blue Devils. Augustin, a nifty drive.
Good hesitation by her on Berube. Got her just thinking about going up in the air for a second and then laid it off glass.
Berube bumped, gets it out to McCamus, drives hard, absorbs some contact, and banks it in.
Much quicker ball movement that time by Central Connecticut, really rotating the basketball, and McCamus with a strong drive to the lane.
Central just 6-20 this year, but a unit that has Berube blocks her when she's called for a foul. Commits the foul on Ozibu, so the 51% foul shooter, 37 of 73, will go to the line. Central, this is a team that they've taken their lumps this year. They've been a bit better in conference play. But with the exception of Morgan Johnson, the graduate student, and Brianna Jacobson, who hasn't played the last handful of games because of injury, this is a group that's going to be back entirely next year.
Yeah, a lot of young players, a lot of freshmen that we've highlighted over the season that have played really significant minutes, really big minutes in conference play. That's only going to help them grow as a team as they keep this unit together.
Ball pops out. And how many times do you see when you have that good mix of experience, a team have a lot of success, and next year you're going to have Kiana Patterson and Andy Leiden and also Sydney Hines as seniors. Slickline a three-pointer off the mark, and you'll also have Gardner, who joined the team this year as a senior, plus this group of freshmen who had shown flashes. All 4 of them will be a year older and wiser.
The future's still looking pretty bright for the Blue Devils overall.
Callahan pump fakes her way into an open 3, and she drills it. And the lead back to double digits, 27-17, approaching the midway point of the second quarter.
First 3 points of the game for Callahan as she knocks down that shot.
Long pass by Hines, nearly intercepted. Jones got her hand in there. Ikamatsu back in for Jones. Another look at that three-pointer from Callahan. Good outlet pass from Smith, and knocking down the three-pointer.
Yeah, Patterson tried to slide over, but just a little up fake there got her going the other way.
Berube from 15. Nearly banked it in. Robert Morris, they can really hit you from all angles. As we mentioned, just one player averaging double digits, but 20 wins on the season. Ball loose, bodies to the floor, and a foul's going to be called against, who is it? They got Ozibu for the foul. Her second. He dove onto the leg of Patterson. Berube out. Gardner back in. Also Leiden back in with those 2 fouls. Central needs some offense here.
See if Central can find Andy Leiden in a good position to get a shot off. Just has not had much going for her so far. Again, just 1 shot in the contest.
Patterson just 3 points tonight. Tries to throw across court and Callahan intercepts. She's going to go 1-on-2. Leiden has to back off with those 2 fouls, and that allows Callahan an easy avenue.
A little too wild from Patterson there, and Callahan read that pass immediately.
Talk about the swings in this game. 12-point lead early for Robert Morris. Central ties it with a 12-0 run. And now the lead right back up to 12. McCamus trapped, finds Gardner, and then she's fouled. Ooh. And they got Ikematsu for the foul. Looks clean from up here. Her first, second on the team in the quarter. Central's been called for 4, so it'll be free throws the rest of the quarter for Robert Morris.
See Mulrain has checked back into the game. She'll match up with Gardner down low in the paint once again.
It's been a tough matchup to watch. Both those players go hard. Outside Patterson off the pass from McCamus. A big 3-pointer there for Central.
And Patterson inching closer to that single-season school record, which she had last year. The record last year, 71. She holds it. She now has 67 3-pointers this season.
You certainly think she'll get there. Mid-range jumper off the mark. Gardner, another rebound. She had 10 of them on Saturday, second time she's been in double figures, rebounding-wise. See if Leiden can get going. She wanted it back. Instead, Patterson another 3. And again, Kiana Patterson gets the 3 ball. Back-to-back threes from her. And it's a 6-point game. Central slicing the deficit in half.
And that was her best shot right there. Augustin right in her face, had a hand up on the shot, and Patterson still knocks it down.
They leave Mulrain open. Bounces out. Gardner the rebound. That one hung on the rim for quite some time. Patterson, this time just inside the arc, off the side of the rim. Bounds out of bounds. Good look from Patterson, especially with her catching fire of late.
And good to see her looking a little more confident here in the second quarter after those 2 big 3-pointers just a moment ago.
And she's really a streaky scorer, isn't she?
Yeah, we've seen that throughout her career here. Sometimes when she is hot, she is really unstoppable. As soon as she gets the basketball in her hands, you know the shot's going up.
Cochran down the lane, no. Mulrain, the offensive rebound off the mark, and another rebound for Gardner. It's 4 for her, I think 3 in a row. Smith all over Leiden. Patterson tries again from 3, and again Kiana Patterson knocks it down. 9 straight for Patterson, and it's a 3-point game. She's got 12.
We've talked about her being in the zone. Certainly she's there right now. A big shot from the corner, pulling Central back within 3.
McCamus called for the foul, and that'll send Ikematsu to the free throw line. Boy, that was the toughest of the bunch for Patterson.
Here's another look. Leiden finds a little pass over the top. Pretty good defense by Ikematsu, but you could tell Kiana Patterson, as soon as she got that basketball, that shot was going up, and it was nothing but net.
4 3-pointers in the game for Patterson, 4 of 5. She's 4 of 7 overall.
69 3-pointers on the season. I certainly think she's going to break her own school record, just 2 away.
Could get there tonight at the pace she's going. Central certainly hopes she does. Central part of that crazy logjam in the standings where Bryan at 8 and 7 is in 3rd place. Central and LIU Brooklyn at 6 and 9. They're tied for 7th.
Yeah, a lot of scenarios that the bottom half of the Northeast Conference standings could look like in just a week's time.
Forker a bit wild, but Gardner underneath off the mark as well. Mulrain the rebound. Gardner had more time than she thought. Smith, she had a big game, 22 points the first time these teams met up. Can't get that one to go, and Gardner her 6th rebound. Patterson fouled as she moves into the lane. That 22-point outburst I was mentioning for Smith in the first meeting And the senior forward from Ontario, she's been a key player all 4 years for Robert Morris. She was 9 of 10 from the floor in that game, hit her only 3-point attempt, also grabbed 9 rebounds. Third-team NEC performer last year, was also on the all-rookie team as a freshman. That was the third foul called against Robert Morris. Nearly turned over by Leiden, and now a more difficult inbound.
Yeah, she's been held in check tonight, Smith. Just 1 of 2 for 2 points so far from the floor.
Five-point edge for the Colonials. Final home game of the year for Central. Leiden, she wanted to get a shot up. That was too strong. Comes all the way through to Patterson. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Leiden down low. More controlled this time, misses. Gets it back, a third attempt, and finally Andy Leiden gets it to go.
Probably the hardest of those 3 shots, but she flipped it up and in with the left hand. That could be a big bucket for Andy Leiden in this game.
Try, and try again for Leiden on that possession. Her first 2. Physical play down low. Mulrain gets position on Gardner. Those 2 have been fun to watch. Underneath, Gardner hesitates, still able to finish. Mulrain slow getting back.
Yeah, Gardner finds herself wide open underneath. A good pass down low. She uses her body there, draws the contact, and lays it up and in.
6 points for Gardner. Under 2 minutes to play in the second. Gardner and Mulrain working hard down low. A lot of shoving both ways. 7 on the shot clock. Callahan, a tough shot, no good. Lied on the board. Tried to get it to Hines. Augustin a hand on it. Tried to save it to Cochran. Threw it out of bounds. Good effort by her.
Yeah, Central going quick in transition once again. Augustin read the pass. Almost got the turnover and the steal. Just could not keep it in bounds.
Mulrain Smith check out. As does Callahan. Central will make a substitution as well. Berube in for Gardner. New bodies on the floor for Robert Morris include Pluvias Ozibu and also Carrasco. Forker nearly lost to Jones, so good defensively. 8 on the shot clock. Extra pass, Berube, she wasn't ready for it. Forker maybe should have shot that one.
Yeah, maybe a little too much there from Forker. She got in the paint there and just tried to dump it off quickly while Berube really had her back turned. Central have cut back on the turnovers, though, in the last 5 or 6 minutes. Now up to 12 for the game.
Both teams shooting really well tonight. Central above 40%. Robert Morris at 50%. Ozibu spinning on Berube. Nice move. Five-point advantage. .15 on the shot clock. Central hasn't gotten inside the arc yet on this possession. Robert Morris flies around on defense. Hines left open, though, too strong. Forker rebound. Central can hold for the last shot. Instead, Leiden will shoot it off the side of the iron. Out of bounds. Who's it off? It looks like Forker.
Tough to tell from up here. I thought Augustin may have dribbled it off her foot there, but 2 very good looks from the three-point line for Central on that drive. Started with Hines and then Andy Leiden after the long rebound.
Piper, though, she wanted Central to hold for that last shot.
I think Leiden realized it as she comes off. Had a very good look, but the veteran move probably is just to pull that back. And still had 22 seconds.
And she's been off the last couple of games as well. Patterson and Leiden will both sit. Leiden was playing with those 2 fouls, but remember, when she came in the game, even though she scored just 2 points, Central was down by 10 when she checked back in. There's Augustin. Now Smith. 5 on the clock. Smith, a step back. 3 over Slickline, partially blocked. Berube, the rebound. Forker, she's going to heave from just beyond half court and nearly gets it to go just off the side of the backboard. Offline by about a foot, and we come to the break. Central down by as many as 12 on a couple of different occasions. fortunate to be down by 5, 35-30. Robert Morris on top of the Blue Devils on NEC Front Row.